Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to work on some ham salad, and this video is going to be all about no cook recipes or almost completely no cook. I'm going to try to do my best not to cook anything in these recipes. Now this one has a boiled egg in it, so I did do that. But you can also get boiled eggs at the store, already boiled and everything. You can do that if you didn't want to have to cook one. But I'm making ham salad today, and we're going to put it on some Hawaiian rolls and have some chips with it, so no cook. The ham that I bought, I usually get cubed ham from Walmart to do things like this, but they did not have it. But they did have this, which is basically ham slices and pieces. Worked out great. I chopped it up. The same company puts out a package of diced ham. It's already cooked, smoked, whatever. All you have to do is put it with whatever you're making. So that I got the pieces instead of the cubes, and I chopped it up, and then I put it in my little mini food processor because my large food processor has broken. So I had to put it in my little mini, and I'm not having to do it in batches, but it's working. And so I just diced it up into, just pieces. And so I'm putting it in here. I had to do it in batches, so I'm going to put in my boiled egg, my stalk of celery that was chopped, and a couple of teaspoons of onion that I also chopped. And then we're going to mix all of it. I'm going to pulse it in this for now, and then I'm going to add it to the other ham that I've already minced. So I'll see you back here in a minute. Just to recap, it's about 1.5 pounds of ham, which is like a few cups, 2 or 3 cups, a stalk of celery, 1 boiled egg, and 2 teaspoons, not tablespoons, but teaspoons of finely minced, as small as you can, onion. But this is going to end up getting all ground up anyway, so just try to get it as small as you can. And then food processor or blender, you can use either one. And just try to mince it and get it as close to this as possible. When I come back, we're going to work on the mayonnaise relish mixture that's got to go into this, and we'll be ready to chill it. Okay, I'll be back here in a few. Okay, y'all. So I minced all that. We're going to mix it with what we already minced. And now we are going to get another bowl, and we're going to make our dressing. So let me grab that real quick. I'll tell you what, I'll use this bowl of the ham what was in that I was using earlier. Let me get my spoon and clean it off. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pepper the ham salad because I was supposed to do that a while ago, and I didn't because I had to do everything in batches. So, generous amount of pepper. Make sure y'all can see. Okay. So you're going to need 3/4 of a cup of mayo. So, I'm just going to fill this 1 cup measure almost completely full. Okay, let's set this down. I'm going to scoop this out. So 3/4 of a cup of mayo. Got that. Excuse me. Y'all know that pepper. I don't know what it does, but it gets to me. Alright, and then you need a tablespoon of mustard, regular prepared mustard. I'm just going to use regular old yellow mustard because it didn't really specify. Stir this up. Now you can use whatever relish you prefer. I'm going to use dill because that's what I have on hand, and that's what we use. Sweet would probably be a lot better in this. And you're only going to need a couple teaspoons. And you can leave it out if you want to, too. You don't have to put anything in if you don't want to. Alright. Alright. We're good to go. sure y'all can see. So it's really easy. A little prep work like always, but really easy. You're gonna set this in the fridge to chill for a few hours. So I wouldn't use it right away. I would give those flavors time to come together. And we're gonna put it on Hawaiian rolls. And this is gonna be our dinner tonight with some chips. So I'm gonna make sure to stir it really well because I put that pepper in there. Not a real fan of the prepared ham salad that's in the store. I think it's Miss Stratton's, I think. I'm not really, I didn't like it. So I'm hoping I like this better. I'm a person that's got to have the textures, and I like, you know, fresh vegetables and things versus any other type of vegetable. And that goes for like meats too. I don't like canned meat, and some things is okay, but I don't like certain things. So this is like freshly made, homemade, and I would probably gravitate more towards something like this. So I'm going to cover this with some saran wrap, and we're going to put this up for a few hours, and we're going to work on our next recipe. We're going to make a fruit salad. So I'm going to put this in the fridge, get prepped for the next recipe, and then I will be right back. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to work on our second no-cook meal idea or lunch idea, however you want to do it. This is going to be a honey lime fruit salad. So hopefully I can do it justice. I believe that Chick-fil-A has a fruit salad as well. And I seen this one and I thought, you know, that would be a good idea. It'd be real refreshing during the summer months because it's so hot. So let's give it a go and see, you know, how it is. I've got some sliced strawberries here. I've also got some halved grapes and some blueberries. You could do blackberries. I didn't do blackberries because they're so fragile and I'm going to have to stir this up, and I just didn't want, you know, the mess. And 1 can of mandarin oranges drained. I did get the no sugar ones, so I was going to show you those. I think if I had to use the ones with the syrup, I probably would have rinsed them off, just because. But you could, you know, you could do however. We also need to put in a banana. All right, so I'm just going to slice this in here. And there we go. All right, I'm gonna kind of, and you need to be careful because your mandarin oranges will come apart. So I'm just gonna stir that lightly. Then we're gonna go back to what we were doing. And you're going to need your dressing, which is going to be your honey lime dressing. So you're going to need about 2 tablespoons of this honey and the zest of 1 lime, which I've already got in here. Yeah, I'm using Chalk Zero's honey. It's a sugar-free honey, but you, because I'm watching my sugar, you can use regular honey. It's okay. So the zest from 1 lime, and we're going to do the juice from 1 lime. If I can squeeze it out. Yeah, I did it, y'all. I think it was the juice of 1 whole lime, yeah. Okay. Okay. Great. I'm going to add just a little bit extra of this honey to make sure that it cuts the tartness. Okay. Let me get my little baby whisk and make sure y'all can still see. Okay. A little baby whisk here. Alright, so I'm going to put this in our fruit salad here, and we're going to stick it in the fridge. And it needs to chill for several hours before we eat it. Okay. I'm going to make sure all that zest gets out of there so we can use that. And just carefully stir this in. Okay. So I'm going to put saran wrap over this, stick it in the fridge to chill, and give it one quick stir before I serve it. Okay. And that's it. That's all you got to do. Perfect fruit salad for the summer months, and didn't require any type of cooking at all. All right, let's move on to our next recipe. Okay, y'all. So here is another really easy, quick, no cook meal you can make. Chicken salad. I prefer chicken breast. I mean, just cooked chicken breast, chopped up. I just prefer it. I like the texture. But in a pinch, I have used canned chicken. Usually when I do the canned chicken, though, I make my buffalo chicken salad. But today, I'm just going to do my regular chicken salad. And some of this may be unconventional. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to go with it. So 2 of the bigger cans of canned chicken breast. You're going to drain those, and then you're just going to kind of coarsely just chop through some of this chicken so it's not in huge pieces. 1 stalk of celery, and you need to try to chop it up as small as you can. It doesn't have to be fine, but it don't need to be big chunks either. I put that in there for the crunch, then the crunch alone. That's it. Okay, and then mayo. Put any type of mayo you want to in it. It's fine. I just use what I have at home. I don't, do anything special. Let's see if that's enough. And then I'll give you the measurements. Okay. So about a cup of mayo, give or take. And it just kind of depends on you. I'm going to put in just a smidge more so that it kind of binds everything together a little bit better. And that is it, y'all. I mean, you could put some cheddar in this. This would be good. I wouldn't do shredded cheddar. I would do block cheddar, like in little blocks, little cubes. But do it kind of small. That way you can actually taste the cheese in there. Colby would be good too. You can also do relish instead of the celery, or you can do both. I typically don't, and what I'm about to do, you're probably going to think it's weird, but we do put a little bit of equal in it, a little bit of sweetener. You can do whatever you prefer, Splenda, Sweet Low, sugar, but just do like not much. It's just to give it a little hint of sweetness. So about half a teaspoon of some type of sweetener. Alright, and then now, this is the weird thing. I'm going to put some pepper in it. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't know. It just tastes better. And that's it. Before you put this on anything, you need to store it in the fridge. I got croissants from the bakery section of the grocery store, and that's what I'm going to serve these on. And that's it. Real easy and real simple. Alright, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.